What would you do if a single act of kindness unraveled everything you thought you knew? Elena Voss, a billionaire tech mogul, thrived in a world of glass towers and calculated decisions. Her days were a blur of boardroom battles and charity galas, her heart guarded by years of ambition. But on a frigid evening in Chicago, as she stepped out of her sleek black car, a small figure caught her eye, a boy, no older than 10, shivering in a threadbare jacket, offering his only sandwich to a homeless man. Something about his quiet selflessness pierced her armor. She handed him her scarf, a $500 cashmere relic, and watched him scurry off into the twilight. Curiosity, or perhaps something deeper, compelled her to follow. The boy, Sam, weaved through the city's underbelly, his sneakers slapping against wet pavement. Elena trailed at a distance, her heels clicking awkwardly on the uneven streets. She wasn't sure why she followed instinct, maybe, or a fleeting need to understand this child who gave so freely when he clearly had so little. The city grew grittier, skyscrapers giving way to sagging row houses and flickering streetlights. Her heart pounded, not from fear, but from the alienness of this world. Sam slipped into a narrow alley, and Elena hesitated, her breath catching as she stepped over broken bottles and discarded dreams. The alley led to a shack, barely standing, its walls patched with cardboard and tarp. Sam pushed open a creaking door and vanished inside. Elena's pulse raced. She should leave, call someone, do something rational. But her feet moved forward, drawn to the faint glow of a lantern spilling from a cracked window. She peered inside, and her world tilted. The shack was a patchwork of survival. A single mattress, a propane heater spitting fumes, and shelves lined with scavenged cans. Sam knelt beside a woman, frail and coughing, her face etched with exhaustion. He tucked Elena's scarf around her shoulders, whispering, "It's warm, Ma. Someone gave it to me." Elena's throat tightened. She'd seen poverty in statistics, in glossy fundraiser slides, but this was raw, human, suffocating. The woman's coughs echoed like a warning, and Sam's small hands moved with practiced care, offering her water from a chipped mug. Elena wanted to look away, but she couldn't. Then, a twisted man stumbled into the shack, his face gaunt, eyes wild with desperation. "Sam, you got anything?" he slurred, swaying. Sam froze, his small frame shielding his mother. "Not today, Uncle Ray," he said, voice steady but eyes wide with fear. Ray's gaze darted to the scarf, and he lunged, snatching it. "This'll fetch something," he muttered, staggering out. Elena's heart lurched. She wanted to storm in, stop him, but Sam's next move stopped her cold. He didn't chase Ray or cry. Instead, he turned back to his mother, smoothing her hair, promising, "I'll get it back, Ma." His voice was a child's, but his resolve was ancient. Elena's knees buckled. She'd built empires, but this boy, with nothing, carried a world on his shoulders. She slipped away, her mind reeling. The next morning, she returned, not as a billionaire, but as someone searching for answers. She knocked, and Sam opened the door, his eyes wary. "Why were you here?" he asked. Elena knelt to his level, her voice soft. "I saw you last night. I want to help." Sam's mother, Lila, appeared, her cough quieter but her distrust loud. "We don't need pity," she said. Elena nodded, respecting the steel in her voice. "Not pity," she said. "A chance." Over weeks, Elena worked quietly. She funded a doctor for Lila, secured a small apartment, and helped Sam enroll in school. But the real shift came when she met Ray again. He wasn't just a thief, was Lila's brother, broken by addiction, a man who'd once been a teacher. Elena didn't judge, she listened. She offered him a path to rehab, not as charity, but as a debt to Sam's resilience. Ray took it, tears in his eyes, and Elena realized the boy's kindness had rippled beyond his mother, touching even the lost. One evening, as Elena sat with Sam and Lila in their new home, a modest but warm space, Sam handed her a folded piece of paper. It was a drawing of a stick figure boy giving a scarf to a woman in a fancy coat. Below it, in shaky handwriting, "Thanks for seeing us." Elena's breath caught. She'd followed a boy out of curiosity, but what she found a family's strength, a child's heart, left her speechless. She'd given them a home, but they'd given her something rarer, a glimpse of humanity's quiet, unyielding light. "Yindi,"